A new Embraer 175 is in the works for Microsoft Flight Sim, and by the looks of it, it is not too far away. Good morning everyone, welcome back to the PilotStudd channel. Allow us to hop into this exciting news. Now, the AviationLads channel have previewed a trailer of the Embraer E175 by FlightSim Studios, who are working in partnership with Aerosoft on this aircraft. Now, this trailer presents us with the external model of the E175, and it is relatively recent news, only breaking yesterday, so plenty of details do need to be filled in. So to be perfectly clear with you, I'm working with just what we've got. Now, first off, a big thank you to the AviationLads channel for allowing me to use their 45-second trailer in this video. Kindly got in contact with them and they said I could, so a link to that is down below. Now, before we talk about this aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim, let's talk about it in real life for some context. So about the Embraer E-Jets family in real life. The E-Jets family consists of the 170, the 175, the 190 and then the 195, and you've also got a few business jet variants there as well, and of course the new E2 variant, but we're not really talking about that one today. Now, these are all similar sized regional jets carrying anywhere from 65 to 100 passengers depending on the variant and depending on the configuration. The smaller variants of the family are the 170 and the 175, and the larger variants are the E190 and E195. Internally, they share almost identical avionics suites, with the E190/95 side of the family having an 89% commonality to the 170 and 175. So inside they are really the same aircraft, give or take. Anyway, variants aside, we are focusing today purely on the E175, as this is the one that's coming to Microsoft Flight Sim, at least the one that's been announced. This is basically a stretched version of the E170 and first entered airline service with Air Canada in July 2005. Now, much like the E170, it is powered by two General Electric CF34-8E engines and typically carries about 75 to 80 passengers depending on its configuration, and by the looks of it, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the one you'll be flying in Microsoft Flight Sim soon. Now, history and specification out of the way, let us focus on Microsoft Flight Sim. Now, this project was previously unknown to the world up until the release of the trailer within the last 24 hours, and while the trailer may only be 45 seconds long, there is a lot to pack. So some key points I find: first off, as this is a trailer featuring the external model, it has some really stunning textures. I believe they're full PBR textures, just from the way you can see the aircraft interacting with Microsoft Flight Sim's lighting model. Doesn't look ported over in any way, shape or form, so I'm going to say it's been built from the ground up, and my goodness, it does look fantastic. Something I do notice is that you can't really see through the windows to see into the cabin, but by the looks of it and by the sounds of it, they will be adding one in the future, but we will just have to wait for confirmation there. Moving over to sounds, it's got a fantastic sound set. You can only really hear snippets of it in the trailer, so do have a listen from some bits I heard. As you can hear, sounds do sound pretty good, but proof will be in the pudding. It's only 45 seconds, so we're probably hearing only about 2 to 3% of the total aircraft sounds. Anyway, moving on, we've also got a vast collection of liveries, not limited to, of course, in the trailer, KLM, KLM City Hopper, Alaska, United, United Express, American Eagle and Fuji Dreams Airlines. We're getting plenty there. At least the ones I've just said, and if you look in the trailer, I'm sure you'll be able to spot some more. I know there was some I couldn't work out, so I'm definitely missing some on that list, but all in all, a very exciting, some really nice liveries as well. And of course, Ground Service X support from the start. So as the trailer says, it's pretty extensively done. You know, we're seeing Ground Service X interact with the E175 in a variety of setups. Passengers coming off, passengers going on, aircraft aircraft leaving the gate and leaving the trucks behind. Does look pretty cool. And we've also got some great effects as well. Good lighting, as you can see from the takeoff, with landing lights and taxi lights, heat blur and contrails, all to be expected, but it's nice to see that we're getting this shown off to us within 45 seconds of a trailer. So the AviationLads team have done a very good job at actually giving us a lot of information here. The animations we see in the trailer are flaps extending and the gear retracting. A good look, but short and sweet. All in all, it does look very good, externally anyway. That's about all I can draw from the video about the plane itself. But what about the product? Now, I should say the trailer is all that we've got. There is a little teaser on the FlightSim Studios website, and that says E-Jets for Microsoft Flight Sim. So I imagine FlightSim Studios and Aerosoft aren't just going to stop at the 175 we're looking at in this video with the 175 trailer, but it will go on to actually be the whole Embraer E-Jets family, maybe from the 170 up to the 195, maybe in the future the E2, but we are delving into speculation here. We just know they're working on the 175 definitely, and from the website it does look like the E-Jet family as well. Now, quickly speaking about Aerosoft, pretty reputable, made some fantastic add-ons already. You know, the CRJ for Microsoft Flight Sim, they do specialise in mid-spec to high-range add-ons for Microsoft Flight Sim on PC and Xbox. Now, moving on to the other developer, who I do believe is the sort of main developer with the E175, FlightSim Studio. Now, they are a smaller development team who, according to their website, have worked on 20 plus successful add-ons across Microsoft Flight Sim and X-Planes. So while they are small and definitely less heard of than Aerosoft, it seems they've got a pretty good track record. I have tried one of their planes before, the Sea Ray, which was also made in partnership with Aerosoft. And the eagle-eyed amongst you will remember that FlightSim Studios AG worked actually with Asobo making gliders for Sim Update 11 40th anniversary, so that says enough there really. Anyway, according to their website, they also aim for highly detailed aircraft systems, precise 3D replicas, and stunning effects. So let's hope they live up to this with the E175. All in all, with Aerosoft and FlightSim Studio on the case, with a trailer shown so far, this all gives the indication towards a highly realistic payware airliner made by reputable developers. But of course, with these sort of things, the proof will be in the pudding. Once we head into the cockpit, we will really know if this is something to get excited about, and by the looks of it, that won't be too long away, with AviationLads saying in the description of that video that the interior and systems will feature on a video very, very soon, and that will blast us away. So to me, that does sound very promising, but with that, we will have to wait and see. So some questions remain unanswered. How much will it cost? I'm almost 100% it will be payware, but price remains unknown. Release date? Well, I'd imagine it would be 2023, just by the fact that we should almost have a cockpit and internal video, or trailer I should say, by AviationLads soon. Xbox release, that's completely up in the open. Will WASM support mean this product can be ported over to Xbox? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. I will keep a keen eye out for answers for you guys. But on that note, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this in-depth video. Of course, quite a bit of research went into it. I can't just make a 10-minute long video off a 45-second trailer without looking around. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification to stay up to date with the best Microsoft Flight Sim news on YouTube. With constant Microsoft Flight Sim news and reviews on YouTube, I try to keep you all up to date as possible. From me today, that is all. Have a fantastic day. Bye bye.